Hello, sixth graders. So this video today is going to go through and give you directions on the web quest that you're going to work on when I'm not at school today. You already should have been working on your bell work, so you are either completing the reading guide from last week if you hadn't finished that, or you had a little bit of time to start your homework tonight with that Igneous Rock worksheet. That Igneous Rock worksheet is due tomorrow for homework. Okay, so if you didn't finish it or didn't even start it, it is homework that is due tomorrow. Let's talk about the web quest. So you'll see the link on Google Classroom with this video. You go to the website, and I'm going to show you the website here in a second, but I want to just give you kind of the overview real quick. Okay, the most important thing to remember about the web quest is that you have to go through and read. So if you are working with a partner, which you have the choice of either working on your own or with a partner, if you work with a partner, you guys have to go through and read aloud to each other. If you decide to work by yourself, you need to read to yourself. But you have to read as you go through each of the slides or each of the screens. At the very end of the web quest is a 15-question quiz. That score is going to be recorded for a grade. It does not allow you to go back to look at the readings to find the answers. So you have to be reading as you go along to be able to take the quiz. They show animations along the side. Make sure you watch the animations. Some of the questions will use those animations and ask you to explain what is being shown. So again, make sure that you are reading as you go along. Don't just click next to move on through. They also give you a lot of little checkpoints as you go. These checkpoints where they give you like 6 minutes to complete it and they want you to answer some questions or to do some task. They give you scores for those, but you do not have to show the substitute those scores. It's only going to be the 15-point quiz at the end that you're going to have to raise your hand, have the substitute teacher come over, tell them what your name is, and show them your score, and they're going to record the score for you. All right, so let's take a look at the web quest. All right, so here's what the website, the web quest looks like when you first click the link. And like I said, okay, there's going to be a bunch of reading, okay, and you have to go through and read. But as you go through and read, and as it gives you information, okay, make sure you pay attention to all of the different graphics they give you, pictures, captions that they give you to help gather enough information. Then it's going to go through and it's going to show you a bunch of different, or have you do a couple of different animations or simulations. Okay, when you go through, again, you're not worried about what you score in terms of your with the scores for those. It's what happens. What matters is what is at the end. Okay, so for this one, you're going to go through and you would click a rock. It gives you information about the rock. Like I keep saying over and over again, read this material. It's going to help you with the quiz at the end. You'll go through and you'll add all these different rocks and learn about these rocks as you go. Okay. Once you get your rock collection, okay, you now will have like this little activity to complete to identify the rock's characteristic based off of reading those little things about all the rocks. You have to do this activity. You cannot just click to go on to the next part. You have to do this activity even though I'm not recording what your score is. Okay, so they just give you 6 minutes to do it. It should not take you anywhere close to 6 minutes, and you go through and everything is multiple choice for you to answer. After you go through with that little mini quiz, it's now going to start talking about how rocks change, and this is going to be part of the rock cycle. Again, make sure you're reading through the information, but now they also have on the side here, they'll have some animations for you to do. Make sure that you are going through and you are watching the animations so that they can help you. There's going to be more and more of these as you go through and you read, okay? So this should take the rest of the period because there is that much to read. But make sure, like I said, that you are watching these animations. They will help you with the quiz at the final part here. It's time to test your skills, and this is what I've been talking about. It's going to take you through this quiz here. Okay, you're going to type your name in here, and then you'll go through the questions. If you work with a partner, you guys can work together, but just know that your scores are going to be the same at the end. So if you disagree with your partner, make sure you put what you want because your score will be your score at the end. There's 15 questions to go through. Everything's multiple choice. You won't know your score until you're done at the end. When you're done, okay, and it has your final screen, it'll show what your score is with your name on it. Please raise your hand, have the substitute come over to record your score. If you don't finish this, okay, if you don't finish before the period ends, okay, the substitute needs to take your name down as well for who who didn't finish, who didn't have time to finish. So I know that because I will be back tomorrow on Tuesday. Okay, good luck. Make sure you're staying on task and you're working on what you're supposed to be working on so that it is a productive and efficient day for you to learn a little bit about rocks and the rock cycle, even though I'm not at school. See you guys tomorrow. Bye.